So we want to be a successful YouTuber. I am sharing all the tips and tricks that I am discovering along the way that is helping me grow on YouTube, that is hopefully going to help me, sharing all my analytics. So if that's something that you're interested, I would love for you to join me on this journey, so hit the subscribe button down below. But in this video we are talking about self-confidence, how to be yourself on camera, and how exactly I feel like I'm managing to sort of be the best me on camera that I possibly can be. So I've actually been doing YouTube now since 2015, and I think the only way you can really 100% be yourself on camera is to practice, because actually talking to yourself is a little bit weird. And I remember the first time I ever created a YouTube video, I constantly kept stopping the camera and just sort of start things over, because I felt stupid. I felt like I said something stupid. I felt like I looked stupid, and it was a lot of practicing, trial and error, and sort of going over and over and over and over the same thing. And in turn I just sort of filmed it, edited it, and put it on YouTube. And I think that's the best way to actually start, is you've just got to start, because until then, until you've started to do it, you won't get used to doing it, and the more you do it, the more you feel confident and the less stupid you feel. That's personal to me, but that's definitely how I feel. And I honestly think that in order to become successful on YouTube, you do sort of need to have confidence in yourself, and it will build at the start. I mean, if you are successful YouTuber straight away and you feel like you were just doing a terrible job, you will definitely grow confidence and get better and become more yourself the more you do grow on YouTube, and the more you do it, because it's natural. Everything you practice, you do tend to get better at. So I think that's definitely the most important thing. I guess it's frustrating in the fact that you've got to sort of do it for a little while to actually gain confidence in it, but just know the more you do practice it, I guess you don't even need to upload the videos, but you could definitely sort of practice editing them. You could practice filming them just to see maybe where you're going wrong, what is it you want to change, how you think you feel. And it took a long time to actually feel quite normal. Well, my dog's just got up on the chair. To feel quite normal doing videos. And even sometimes right now, years later down the line, I still feel a bit weird. I still feel like I make sound stupid. And I guess the next thing is, maybe you need to know what your strengths are when it comes to filming. Do you like being dramatic? Do you like just sort of talking about certain topics? Do you feel like where is your passion in there? And I think when you become passionate about something, that can help give you that little bit of confidence, and to know that you like to talk about a certain thing. So at the start for me, it was makeup. I was passionate about makeup. I like sort of trying makeup out. Now I like talking about this. I like talking about YouTube channels and analytics and stuff like that. That's something that I really feel passionate about, so I enjoy doing it, which then in turn gives me the confidence to feel like I know what I'm talking about and express that on YouTube. And that's something you definitely need to take a look at. What is it you want to talk about on YouTube? What is it that you are enjoying in life? What is it you're passionate about? Because if you're not passionate, you can't put I think once you put your heart on something, that is when you start to be yourself. I mean, I guess there's some things as well you can't exactly get your full personality out, but you can sort of make it your own a little bit. So for example, if you're talking about tips and tricks, there's only so much you can put your personality out there, you've just got to try and make out you're talking to a friend. How would you talk to a friend about these tips and tricks? And you don't always have to be this loud, excited, making jokes. If that is you as a personality, you don't always have to put that across on YouTube, because sometimes certain topics don't need that personality of you. You've got to remember, you have loads of different personalities, you have loads of different ways you can portray yourself, and really think about what topic is it you're wanting to do, and how can you be the best you on that topic. So you don't want to be talking about really sad things and being really happy, then things just don't mix together. So do some research into what it is you want to create on YouTube, and I think that can then give you confidence to know what you're talking about, and then in turn you feel confident in yourself that you know what you're saying. It's all about practice, it's all about research. Shakara Danielle, research. And all about just taking your time and really thinking about what you're trying to say, really thinking about what you're trying to portray on YouTube, what is it you're trying to get across? Are you trying to get across that you want to be somebody's friend? Are you wanting to help somebody out? Like, really think about what is it you're wanting to get out of this YouTube video. Like, make out as if the camera is your best friend, and how would you treat that person if you were wanting to sort of talk about the things you want to talk about. I think I might have touched up on it a little bit before, but strengths and weaknesses. I know for me, I'm a little bit awkward when it comes to like filming outside, like around strangers and stuff like that. I feel a little bit weird about it. So when it does come to like filming outside, I try and have my comfort blanket, like my partner or the kids. I feel like the kids are a great comfort blanket, because like I can use them as like, come on, like come and be with mommy, and I don't feel as stupid. And try and know like what your strength is. So for me, I like sitting down, just chatting to you guys on camera. Do you feel like you need notes? Sometimes that helps a lot if I'm talking about like tips and tricks. Like, write notes down so you're prepared and you're not like turning on the camera and like, oh, what is it I talk about now, you know? So like, just take your time with it. Don't put so much pressure on it as well, you know? Like, just like I say, treat it as if it was a friend, and even have the viewfinder off so you can't even see yourself, because sometimes that's a little bit creepy, like seeing yourself talk back to yourself. And just sort of like sit. I guess you could even sort of sit and sort of like face the wall and sort of like talk like this. I mean, I don't know if that would work, like connecting to your audience, I don't know, but make something work, you know, and try and find something that works for you. And it's okay to be a little bit different. It's okay to be yourself on YouTube, because there's always going to be somebody who likes that. Not everybody wants the same as everything else on YouTube, and I think that's important to sort of remember as well. Like, if you're a little bit weird, that's okay. Somebody else might like that little bit weird thing about you, and I think that's definitely what helps people become successful, is because they're not the same as everybody else. They are a little bit different. And how can you be you on YouTube, you know? There is not another you, and people want to see you on YouTube, not somebody else, you know, because they're probably already watching somebody else. I think at the start you definitely do try and act like somebody else, but I think eventually, once you get the practice and stuff like that, you do start to open up a little bit more and sort of understand YouTube, understand yourself a little bit better, and it does become easier. Like I say, it's just practice. And I know I'm saying like be yourself, but if you feel like you want to sort of be somebody else for a little bit, if you feel like that is something that you need to do to help you start that one step, that's fine as well. It's okay to change. I mean, even I've changed from when I first uploaded a YouTube video, and that's fine. Don't stress about it too much. Make out the camera is your best friend. Maybe even do some practice runs and just talk about something, edit it so you get to understand the editing software as well, and then do that video a couple of times so you sort of know, okay, I've eventually got what I wanted to say across. And I also do want to point out, it's very rare that I can go through a full video and not to have had to film it a few times. There's probably a few times where like I've had to stop the camera dies, and then I have to start all over again, and you lose your place. You feel like you could have said something a little bit better, and then even if I have done everything fine on the recording it, once I come to edit it, I might think, oh, that was a bit weird, let's cut that bit out. So even the beauty about YouTube is, even though you might feel so stupid, once you come to edit, you might think, oh, that's not so bad, or oh my god, that was terrible, let's do it again, you know? You don't have to stress about just because you filmed it. Nobody has to ever say it, and just use that as your confidence blanket and your security blanket, that just because you filmed it, it doesn't mean anybody needs to say it. So practice, you can do it. I have every little bit of faith in you. Let me know any video ideas if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you do want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.